Eagles and 49ers, talk about a top-heavy matchup. Before we can get in how each team will win this game, first, I must humbly ask that you could maybe leave a like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Personally, I've loved the growth we've been seeing on the channel lately. And also, comment down below if you agree with my thoughts or not. I'd love to hear, and I love the conversations I've been having with some of you guys. So let's just hop right into how the Eagles can win this game. Number one thing that I have, the first thing at least, is to pound the rock. You're going to see as we get into how the 49ers can win, my big trend here is whoever can run the ball better is probably going to win. That's my big thing. Pound the rock for the Philadelphia Eagles. I think if they can get the run game going, if they can get DeAndre Swift going, if he has a really good day, then that opens up the pass. I think if DeAndre Swift has a big day, Jalen Hurts is going to have a big day. And ultimately, the fact they need to take advantage of the tush push as well in this game. And Jalen Hurts having a big day contributes to DeAndre Swift having a big day, and vice versa. Speaking of Jalen Hurts, limited turnovers. He had a pick in the game against Buffalo. It was a very costly interception. Jalen Hurts has been giving up the ball lately. He had 3 interceptions in their only loss of the season. When the Eagles don't turn the ball over, they win, and they have been winning when they do, but they win bigger. They win more convincingly. And I know some of the games haven't looked convincingly, but I mean, like, no comeback. Like, they had the lead, they keep it when they don't turn the ball over. Jalen Hurts, if he can just keep the ball and the Eagles can have sustained long drives, they will win this game. Because the Eagles, if they can keep sustained long drives, then their defense, all they have to do is stop the big play. That includes Christian McCaffrey running at 70 yards, Brock Purdy giving a bomb to Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk. The Eagles can stop the big play. If the Eagles can do all three of these things, there's no chance they lose. The Eagles, they need their defense. This game is going to be very important defensively. I talked about this in my game review of Bills-Eagles. When you have two big quarterbacks, electric offenses, and have top-heavy matchups, they tend to become defensive games. The defense ends up being the deciding factor of the game. That doesn't necessarily mean defensive game. I don't know why it's a defensive game, but defense becomes the deciding factor. And I think the team with the better run defense will be the deciding factor, specifically the better run defense. And I think the Eagles, they have the number one run defense in the NFL. Number one. If they can stop the big play, they need to use that run defense and shut down possible MVP Christian McCaffrey. Now for the 49ers, you're going to see these points go hand in hand. They need to force turnovers. If the 49ers can force turnovers, I didn't put this in there, but I should have. Not only do they need to force turnovers, they need to capitalize on those turnovers. They need to get points off those turnovers. They need to make those turnovers costly. If I'm an Eagles fan, I need to trust Jalen Hurts. If I'm Nick Sirianni, I need to trust Jalen Hurts, put the ball in his hands. If you're the 49ers, you need to take advantage of that and try to turn him over. Nick Sirianni is going to trust Jalen Hurts. The ball is going to be in Jalen Hurts' hands for a lot of this game. He's going to be passing a bit. Not too much, because I think DeAndre Swift is going to be going too, but Jalen Hurts is going to be passing the ball, and Jalen Hurts is going to be dealing. If he is dealing, then the 49ers need to force turnovers. If he's riding a high horse, they just need to get an interception and they can shut that down. The 49ers also need to stop the run. Again, if you want to force turnovers, how to do it, they get him into the pass. Jalen Hurts throws interceptions. Obviously, I know you're thinking, well, obviously, but no, he throws them. He has picks. He's a perennial elite quarterback, but he does have his slip-ups. He does throw his picks, and the more attempts he has, the more picks he will throw. They need to stop the run and force the Eagles into passing situations, because this offense does not work when it's one-dimensional. The Niners need to force a one-dimensional offense, and that means stopping DeAndre Swift. And on top of that, they need to have an effective run game of their own. They need to get CMC going, use him in the red zone. They need to use him on first down. First down and long, give the ball to Christian McCaffrey. They need to find a way to get around that Eagles' number one rush defense, because if Christian McCaffrey does not have a good day, the big plays won't be open, and the 49ers offense will not be able to win this game for them. This game is going to be more defensive than you might think. But the 49ers, I think if they don't have an effective run game, the Eagles will be able to stop the big play, and their offense will get shut down. The 49ers, their offense is very effective, but it's also very delicate. Everything needs to be spinning for it to work. The run game, the big plays hinge on the run game. And the Eagles' number one rush defense, if the Eagles could find a way to be able to put two eye safeties to prevent that big play, and stuff up the box, not literally stuff up the box, but stuff up the run simultaneously, that would be an incredible recipe for victory right there. And the Eagles and the Niners, this game is going to come down to, I'm telling you, the run defenses. I can't say this enough. This game is going to come down to the run defenses. But with all that being said, this is a different style of game review than I usually do. Let me know how you like this style of game review. If you like it better or worse than my other ones, I might go back. I might keep this. Just let me know in the comments down below. And of course, before I get into my final score prediction, I'm going to plug myself one more time. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. The likes I love, and the subscriptions I love, and the comments. I love the comments. I love reading your comments and talking about the games with you guys. It's very entertaining for me, and I hope you enjoy the conversations too. I love the conversations. But without further ado, let's finally get into my final score prediction for how this game goes. You can go ahead and take a look. And one more quick reminder, I'd really appreciate a subscription. Thank you so much.